Hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna throw this out there for Martin.
Our boy,
I do not disagree. Nico Iamaleava has looked refreshed, man. He's got some juice in the arm. He's got some juice in the legs.
hey, if Manny go to Penn State, what's up with Mensa?
Yeah, that's another one. Oh, Manny goes to Penn State. That'd be crazy.
I would love it.
Hey, Manny can stay at Duke. What's up with Mensa? He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to leave for us to get involved there. 50. Manny Diaz. We're scared about Manny Diaz now.
Nah, I'm just saying. I was just saying like he leave.
I know.
Now it's like he ain't got no excuse to stay.
That's Pete, I see your face twiddling your thumbs, so I know you dropped a good one there. I'm already seeing the segment. Let's talk. This is a whole segment right here. This is a clickbait segment right there. That Nico to the U. So you just dropped the bomb, the clickbait master.
I mean, listen, this is a guy with playoff experience. He's been to more playoffs than Miami's been to, as a quarterback.
Right
so
now.
he's got playoff experience. He was being held back last year in an offense that is historically not good for court. No, I'm messing around. That's a great quarterback. Look, is there worse options out there? Yeah, he's a big talent, and I think that sometimes these quarterbacks take a long time to develop. They aren't ready-made. He was one of those guys we were talking about. Miami now going after the number one quarterback in 2027. And I think as some of the commenters are getting at here, he's even no matter how this season finishes out, Nico's going to need a facelift after what happened this last year. What better place? Cam Ward came into Miami as a late round to undrafted free agent. Didn't have great reports coming out of Washington State. Carson Beck, we understand the process that he's undergoing right now. Nico did not have the same success, obviously, as a Carson Beck did at Georgia in terms of two full seasons of it, and a lot more of a resume in terms of the production. But you could do worse, man. There's a lot of talent to work with there.
All right, P, I'm going to walk with you for a second here with Nico. I like that he got dirt on him. He's not the golden boy NIL kid who walked right into it, because I was very critical of him last year on Tennessee. I was critical of his decision to leave. But you like resilience. You like to see a little dirt on him and see how he responds. So if I'm playing devil's advocate, Pete, last two games, Penn State, 166 yards throwing, 2 touchdowns, ran for 128 yards, 3 touchdowns. So 5 total against Penn State, no interceptions. Then you look at Michigan State, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, passing the ball. Didn't run as much in that game. So he's playing very well. The running, I think, has unlocked some of his game. I'm not with you on it. I just don't know if he's a good enough passer instinctively, but his arm is definitely legit. And it's going to be a fun offseason, man. I wish we had 5 portal seasons. This portal season is more fun than the games. I got to be honest, man. All this tampering and speculation, I'm loving it. Well, 50 here. You tell me this. Tamper. You're saying Cal's your number one guy.
Yes.
And by the way, I'm not saying before you go to 50, I don't want people to think that Nico's my number one choice, because I know how the comments get. They'll see the video that we cut up here, and they'll think that I'm saying he's the best option. I'm just saying, when we were throwing Fernando Mendoza around last year, people thought that we were suggesting someone who was going to be the downfall of our program at the quarterback position.
I felt like that was a great option.
Again, we'll see how things play out, but I think there could be worse options out there.
They be trying to jump down y'all throats because y'all boys Cuban. That's all that be about.
I appreciate that's what happened, man. Every time Restrepo, they thought we were pulling the narrative. Then now Jason Lopez is the new one, Mendoza last year. Although I will say,
no, man, Kevin Concepcion looks darn good over there.
Hey, he does. You know what, though? We do push the narrative. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to pretend like we're about honesty here on CanesInSight, and we're about honesty on Category 6. Well, I do push the narrative heavy. We don't got him that often. When we have him, we got to push him. It's not like we get Cuban quarterbacks every single year. We got him. We got to push him. But yeah, man, I had to push that one. But
I knew Mendoza was good. People just tried to, but he lost to Florida State. I ain't had no comeback for that, but I knew he was good.
Your last ACC win, by the way, 50.
Yeah.
385 days, 386 days now with no ACC
Damn.
win for the Florida State Seminoles.
Come on, man. No ACC wins. That's
Hey,
crazy.
you know, Cuban quarterbacks. Nice way to talk about Cuban food. The best Cuban restaurant on planet Earth, East Las Canarias, in the Dataland Mall Dining Pavilion. 7 different types of croquetas. All the classic sandwiches. You got the Cuban sandwich, medianoche, all the different options. You got pig, you got snapper, you got ham, all the cubaditos, just grab and go. So modern takes on the classics. Plus, they got the classics, the pastries, empanadas. 50. We got to get you over there, man. I don't know how the Cuban food is up in Duval, but we got to get you. We got to get you to East Las next time when you're down here for the championship, January 19th. Broadcasting Category 6 live down on location for the championship. We'll get some East Las. How about that one?
Oh yeah, need one of them empanadas.
There it is, baby. Booker saying, talk about the Maryland quarterback, Washington. Say he's not going anywhere. He's a local guy, talented dude though, man. Basketball player. He used to throw out some serious dunks. That's a great area up there in the DMV for basketball. And he's one of those guys that played basketball. Now he's playing football. Started as a true freshman. A lot of good indicators with that kid. I like guys that play sports, multiple sports. Also guys that start as true freshmen, man. I think that's an underrated deal because sometimes you see guys, they start as true freshmen and they kind of struggle at first and you throw it away. But Jaden Daniels, true freshman. Bo Nix, true freshman. Cam Ward, true freshman starter. Shador Sanders, true freshman starter.
Cal quarterback.
Yep. This year for sure. Dylan Gabriel, Fernando Mendoza, true freshman starter. CJ Bailey, I'll throw him in there. Guys who start as true freshmen have a lot of success because it shows they can learn fast and they can do stuff. Even if right away it doesn't look right. Another guy started a little bit as a true freshman, Washington quarterback, Damon Williams, man. He's a good player. Have you been able to see him, Pete?
Yeah, I saw him a bit last year. I saw him against Ohio State. I like him, man. I like the Malik Washington kid though from Maryland. Talking about some. I know he's tied to Loxley, but that's another one I might throw around there. D.
Yeah, that's
Washington, right? Malik Washington, that's his name.
Malik Washington, basketball player. Yeah, he's from there. That's the thing. But you never know with these coaching searches who goes where. There's always going to be that kind of movement. With Williams, he was committed to Arizona. I mean, he's a Fish guy, so he followed Fish to Washington from Arizona originally. He's not from Seattle or anything like that. So I heard Jed Fish wants to go to UCLA. That's really his dream job. They obviously got a quarterback there. So does that kind of quarterback carousel, if Fish goes to UCLA, does that quarterback carousel lead you right to University of Miami?
Dude, so Washington quarterback is 5'1".